Okay, everyone, time for an update. Sadly, not a lot of goods going on. Got my volunteer tomato plants over here. They're doing okay. Dug up my potatoes and there's basically nothing there, so that was a failure. Celery seeds, I'm just not sure how to get them. I mean, I see the flower stage here. Is this what they look like after they're done? But I haven't gotten any seed yet, so any help on that would be appreciated. Some green onion buried in the jungle of weeds. And the kale that just needs to come down. I don't think that's edible anymore. Now for the sad story of the main garden. So this is a squash that I got nothing off of this year. One there, it died. So this plant needs to be pulled out. A zucchini plant over here that I only got one off of, and there's some male flowers. No zucchini. I'm assuming the squash borer got that. Got a volunteer tomato plant here. Looks like some kind of cherry tomato hybrid thing with some, appears to be blight. I should probably clean that up. I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of my tomato plants get topped off on a regular basis by the deer. So that's been a real problem this year. Here's my pepper plant. It's probably, I don't know if that gets enough sun. Looks like it does have a few flowers there. Another volunteer tomato plant. Acorn squash. Got one there. Got one there. Those are the only two that grew on that vine. Good enough for a volunteer plant. Another squash plant that has nothing going on. I think I got one off of this one. And sadly, that's my productive one. I probably got 10 zucchini off of that one. And it's pretty much a goner. I'm assuming the squash vine borer got that also. Now my corn. This huge guy here, that huge guy there. Now the difference is, this one has 0 ears of corn. This one has, is this another one? Now if that's one, it has 4. But I highly doubt any of these are going to be pollinated. I don't know how the pollination works. I know I don't have enough of them growing here. So we can hope. Another volunteer tomato plant. A couple of them actually. Not really putting a whole lot of tomatoes on yet. In fact, I don't see any. Some kind of melon growing here. That appears to be this type of melon. Almost looks like a honeydew. They got 3 of them. Over there appears to be a cantaloupe growing. Like I said, I didn't plant any of these. These all came up on their own. So that's not a bad thing, I guess. And we got some beans. There are a few beans growing, but not many to speak of. I'm not even sure if there's enough to ever have a full meal, but I guess that's okay. Another volunteer tomato plant with super tiny cherry tomatoes. Hopefully they get bigger. I don't know. My super productive cucumber plant just all of a sudden up and died. So that's really depressing. Some kind of melon here. Almost looks like it's going to be ready to pick shortly. So that's a good thing. Don't really think any others grew on that one, so. And this new Burpee Melon I grew. something up and walked away with a whole one the other day. But they weren't very good. I won't grow these again. And some burpee honey melon or sugar melon, some kind of melon. Here's a bean plant that didn't do anything, eaten up by the bugs. Now my eggplant does very well. Eggplant just does so well here. If you like eggplant, you live in Southwest Ohio, grow it. You get tons of it. It grows so well. This isn't really the variety I wanted, but you know, it's good. I'm the only one that eats it in our family. Another volunteer tomato plant. Don't know what kind of tomatoes it is, but the deer thoroughly enjoy. You know what? This looks like the Zapoteca or something like that. I think that's the name of it from last year. It wasn't very good. Another bean plant. Got a couple beans on. Probably won't get much. Another volunteer tomato. Not really sure what it's going to make. The sunflower are basically done. The birds ate a few of them, but not many. I might cut that off, pull out the seeds. My only productive cucumber plant right now. It's not very productive at all, but it's what I got. My other sunflower, getting near the end. Yeah, pepper plant here. Pretty sure this is jalapeno, but none are on yet, so I'm not sure. Okay, here I have a beefsteak tomato plant, which I'm doing an experiment with. Should have that video ready in a few weeks. Basically, this part was growing so low to the ground, I just buried the branch, and today I cut it off of the main stem. So we'll see how that goes. So all these through here are all the beefsteak tomatoes, which the wildlife is thoroughly enjoying. And I have a lot on, but no new ones in a long time, which I don't know why. There's, I don't know if it's the birds, little critters, I don't know what's eating them. And I got another melon plant. I don't know what kind of melon this is, but it'll be fun to find out. It feels real heavy, so be interesting to see. More tomato plants. I had been keeping up with trimming off the bad branches, but kind of losing my zest these days. Not doing the work I should be. Habanero plant. More tomatoes. Lots of beefsteak. Started putting bird netting on, trying to protect them. Don't know if that'll work or not, but there's another one the animals got a hold of. It's so frustrating. But I got some big ones on here. So that's nice. Something vining here, one of the melon plants, but it's not really putting on any melons. A big melon there. This was a Gregory Altai tomato, and it's put nothing on. Got blocked out by the vines, and I think it's just done for. Okay. So, the most successful part of my garden has actually been the containers this year. Minus the lemons. The lemons, it's starting to turn into a pretty lush plant, but it only put 3 lemons on. At the moment I can only find one, so I don't know if the other 2 dropped off. Oh, there's another one. There was one in the back, but I don't see it. So that's depressing. I need to figure out a better way of growing this lemon because I did something wrong. Patio Tomato did pretty well. I am getting a lot of blossom end rot on these. They did Got a lot of tomatoes on. Yep, something there, a whole bunch there. They got a lot bigger than I thought they would. And you know, I'm growing these in 1 container pots, so it's a kind of incredible production. They have to be watered like every 18 hours. Some more habaneros, doing very well. Look a little pale, but it's the peach habanero, I'm not sure. Some more here. This plant died, so I'm just leaving that for the birds. Some more here, starting to ripen, quite a few of them. And here's some habaneros that are dark green. Those look a lot better. More habaneros through here. I'm gonna have so many habaneros. Let me look at that. Alright, and these two here, sorry about the shadow, I thought were jalapeno. They are obviously not jalapeno. Let me find the peppers. I can get that there. That's not a jalapeno. That's not a jalapeno. And this plant had some larger ones on it. And I'm hoping it's the booney pepper I grew last year. There's a good one there. But I'm not sure. And this one is just another habanero plant. And we got the raspberries. We get a lot of them on there. They're not getting very big. Hopefully they're still growing. But quite a few are coming on. These never really get as big as I would hope. And it's just a quick shot of the main garden before we move on to the side. Okay, so these two cucumber plants are pretty much doing nothing. I don't know if it just died or if it got a virus. I think it's probably some sort of virus that's going through it. Yeah, this one vine has some on it, but I just don't know that it's going to live. So that's depressing. Some more raspberries. I have a heart trap. Haven't caught anything for a couple weeks in that. Guess that could be a good sign. This is all just done for. Might plant some more peas here. Maybe some beans. Still got time left in the season. This is the smallest tomato plant ever. It's got one. I'm pretty sure this is a purple bumblebee. It just did not grow. So maybe there's just no nutrients left in this part of the garden. And here's the rest of the purple bumblebees. Which the deer enjoy these also. As long as they stay off the tomatoes, some tomatoes growing. They're very pretty. Some radish seed pods. Pick those soon. Really wish this garlic would hurry up and finish. I'm really excited to see what's down below there. I mean, some of these stalks got so thick. Can't wait to pull them up and see what I got. What's left of my carrots. Some bird netting over to keep deer off of them. Looks like some morning glory vines running through my garden. It's never good. Don't ever grow morning glory because you'll never get rid of it. And here's the plants that really get topped off by the deer. I mean, something fierce. I really enjoy this one. So I put bird netting over it. Hopefully that'll help. Some pepper plants here. I'm pretty sure this is a bell pepper of some sort. Not really sure about these peppers. I think they're bell peppers, but your guess is as good as mine. Hopefully there's enough time to at least get a few off of them. I was way behind on them. And you can just see all the deer damage through here. Hopefully this netting will help, but I think it's... Fortunately, I've tried it before, and I'm afraid it's going to stunt the growth of the tomato plant. And I think this is an habanero plant. Another habanero plant. And more habaneros. More habaneros. So that's that. And this part of the garden just is not doing well at all. Got some asparagus here. Some bell peppers. The weeds taking over. I need to get over here. Hoping this is jalapeno. This looks more like a jalapeno. This one also. And 2 jalapeno plants is honestly more than what you need. Purple bumblebee tomato plants are getting taken over. Getting a lot less sun every day, so it might be too late for these to be productive. And these 2 are red bell peppers that got very big, but I don't know if there's gonna be time. The sun on this side of the house starts getting a lot less this time of year. So there it is. Feels like the garden's dying down. I haven't been working on it like I should be. The only thing really that's I'm expecting to get are some tomatoes, some hot peppers, some bell peppers, and some garlic. A few ripening melons. And I guess it's not impossible that the corn could get me a few kernels on the eggplant, which always does well. I want to start some herbs out here. Another zucchini and more cucumber, and just see if there's time. And then honestly, I'm thinking about giving this garden a rest next year. Let it have a year off. Try to build up the nutrients and go from there. So clean all this up. It's getting to be a mess. So if anybody has any comments, any suggestions, any questions, anything you'd like to see more of from the garden, let me know. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to everyone later. Thanks.